how do you feel in your body right now? If you just kind of tune into how you feel, what do you feel? You see, for me lately, I've had this problem where loads of kind of chronic little issues keep piling up. Things like, my elbow hurts when I do pull-ups in a certain way. My hip hurts when I do a certain stretch or a certain move. My right knee hurts when I'm walking on hard surfaces for too long, and so on and so forth. I'm sure you know the kind of thing, right? None of these things are terribly debilitating, but they're just kind of these chronic issues that creep in, and it's the kind of thing that we can easily just put up with. Oh, this is a little painful, this is a little uncomfortable. We just put up with it. And I've gotten to the point where I'm like, listen, this needs to change. Now, maybe you're thinking, okay, Shane, probably you've just been like slouched over a computer screen too much, you're sitting all day or something like that, right? And you're feeling these chronic niggles and things. It's basically normal for people who have a sedentary lifestyle. So that's the problem, maybe get off of your chair and go exercise every once in a while, maybe do some stretches and you should be fine. But here's the crazy thing, and this is actually the reason I'm making this video. I've actually been working on this stuff for a long time. And in fact, several months ago, I wanted to make a video about this, and I thought, it'll be a 30-day challenge. So I had issues with my neck stiffness and neck mobility, and I started doing all kinds of stretches and exercises. I do neck mobility routines every morning. I found a whole bunch of routines online for mobilizing the neck, for mobilizing the thoracic spine, the upper spine. And I was doing these exercises every day, several times a day, and I followed a mobility and stretching app. And after doing this for more than a month, and after more than 13 hours logged in just this one app, basically almost no difference. Plus, I already make sure that I don't spend too much time sitting. I already spread out lots of small workouts throughout my day. And I'm doing all kinds of other stuff. So I've been trying to actively solve this issue for a long time. And what I thought would be a 30-day experiment, here's what I did, and now I feel much better, turned into a much longer experiment and turned into it seems like nothing I'm doing is working. So clearly, whatever it is that's going on here requires that I dig deeper and that I do something differently. I don't think that just doing more is the right solution. I've been doing a lot. I think it must be that I'm not doing the right things. And I truly believe that this is solvable. I think that the normal state of the human body should be that you feel completely pain-free, that you have, near perfect mobility, and that you basically just feel strong and pain-free in your body. And I'm really fed up with these issues building up the way they do. It just feels like my body is fragile, and I don't understand why. And I'm fed up with these various issues interfering with how I train. And I often then get into this kind of cycle where I have an issue like this build up. I try to do something about it by changing the way I train and by stretching and doing things like that. And eventually I just train less because of these issues. I hate that. I want to train more. And in fact, I want to feel like I have a body that can handle a high volume and a high intensity of training. And I want to unlock this. I want to understand what is going on and fix it. I believe it is possible, and I want to find out how to bulletproof my body and bulletproof my joints. And I'm announcing that here because also I've gotten a question or two about it in the comments. I've mentioned something along these lines before, so I wanted to give an update about why I haven't published anything about this yet. But I wanted to announce this here. This is the start of an experiment that I don't know how long it will take. I will definitely make maybe some updates along the way, depending on what I find. So hopefully not too long from now, I'm going to be able to make an update to tell you what I've learned and what I did. And one of the things I'm going to be using along the way is this thing here. We'll see if this is part of the solution or not. And that brings you back to the question I asked in the beginning. If you tune into how you feel in your body right now, how close do you feel to that bulletproof body? Do you trust yourself that you can take high training loads, that you can be strong through ranges of motion? And do you also have loads of niggling issues that you've been putting up with? If so, maybe it's time for you too to declare that you're fed up with that and start doing something about it. Plus, if you know resources, experts, anything that you can recommend that I should look into in order to get to the bottom of this problem and solve it, let me know by leaving a comment with your recommendations below. All right, I'm off to do some research and I'll talk to you soon. An untypical video here, but if you're looking for something more entertaining or more final, you can check out the card or the link in the description for more content from Icario.